Here's a match in the Tiger on Himmelsdorf. I'm platooned up with Canadian T-Rex in the T20 and with Object 261 in the SU-122-44. We're bottom tier in a tier 9 match, which is off to a great start. Thankfully we do have some competent players on our team. I decided to go for the hill, just out of habit, and also because I don't expect to be encountering their strongest armor up there. I would expect the E75 to come down the 8 line, and a lot of their TDs to hang around in the city. Hill would be more the domain of medium tanks, of which they only have 3, as well as the light tanks. And those are all things I can deal with. Of course, it will take me some time to get up there, being a Tiger. This thing in patch 8.8 had its engine horsepower nerfed, but it, excuse me, it had its terrain resistance and a couple other stats buffed. So on the whole, the tank handles better, it just doesn't climb hills as well as it used to. So the Wheezy 120 is already spotted up there, and the T21 is putting shots into my platoon mate, which is just not right. Our Recon Panther takes a hit off the Wheezy. Now straight away I know the Wheezy doesn't have the big gun, or he would have hit that guy for 400 and something. Since he has the 100mm, I can really play with him a lot more safely. So I put a shot into the T21 to try and force him to back off. I don't want him shooting me in the side constantly while I'm dealing with the Wheezy. He turns to run down the hill. He doesn't want to stand and fight us, but he manages to get himself caught on terrain. And so he's finished off by myself and the Canadian T-Rex. ELC gets a shot into my side and ammo racks me. So just from this engagement already, I've only done 973 damage, but I've lost half my points. I'm off to a great start. I want to kill this ELC. I don't get the shot in, but he is dead. That's all that matters. I didn't want him shooting me in the side again. RST1, as you can see, is almost stock. Has the BL9 and the stock turret. He's still more useful in this battle than I'm likely to be, or his tank is more useful in this battle than mine. The player is certainly not. I'd be more useful in a light tank than him. So T-Rex holds up on the corner, since he's lost a fair bit of health to that guy, and lets me catch up. ST1 crests first, and for whatever reason doesn't bother firing his gun until then. Manages to miss. I snap a shot into the side of the Comet on the way down the hill, and at the moment it's looking pretty good. We have a numbers advantage on the enemy, we've taken the hill, and now we're coming in down behind them. Unfortunately for me, things are about to get very unpleasant. So the Comet runs down Heavy Alley, and our T-34 was engaging these guys from the other end. I was hoping they'd both be looking at him, however the T-34 is obviously not. Puts a shot into me, it hurts pretty bad, and so I try and turtle up here. I was going to try and side scrape, but then the E75 drives down. Get a quick shot into him. He's now the biggest threat, and the Comet is chipping away at me again, which is very irritating, and if he's allowed to continue doing this, he'll kill me. So I've now lost my turret, my loader, my gun. I heal my loader, but with no repair kit and no med kit left, any damage that follows I'm not going to be able to do anything about. You see me sweeping my turret around just to try and make it that much harder for the Comet to pen me. I get a quick shot into the side of the T-34, and the guy behind me manages to hit him. I think that's the proto behind me. Manages to hit the T-34 and force him back, which is good. T-Rex starts engaging the T-34 from the front. Meanwhile, a stock Tiger II joins the battle. You can see me hugging the debris pile in front of my face for real life here. I'm just trying desperately not to give them anything to shoot at. And I'm doing what I can. Tracking, but even just scaring people back into cover so they can't shoot as a bonus. Unfortunately, the Foch finally has nothing else to shoot at, and so he engages me, and he just punches straight through the front of my gun mantlet as if it's not there. However, the enemy are down to 4 vehicles now, and we have a definite advantage. T-Rex scoots down behind the JT-88. And successfully gets himself a Top Gun. And then he goes for the enemy Artie, who's turtled up inside this little tunnel here, trying to coax somebody in front of his gun. Obviously it doesn't work. Commendable effort. It was obvious what he was doing. And T-Rex gets himself an 8th kill for a Radley Walters medal as a bottom tier medium tank. So it was certainly an interesting match, very stressful. I was panicking like crazy over TeamSpeak while I was trying to hide from all those tanks. But it was a fun match. It did pay off quite well. I did manage to really carry my weight in that match, and then some.